Yes, guys, I'm Si. Welcome back to the channel. Frustrating afternoon, particularly with results going against us. And look, it's one of them, isn't it? Like, can't get too high, can't get too low. There's a long way to go. It won't be the last twist and turn, that's for sure. And I thought we started really poorly. I thought we played right into their hands, like just going long all the time, just making everything about second balls and physicality. Like, it's not our game. Once we sort of settled after they scored, which was a really fortunate goal, by the way. Like, it just hit, like, Kellyman tries to clear it while he's on the deck, and it just falls so nicely for the strikers. Good finish, but it's fortunate to say the least, which is a common theme of their two goals, in fairness. But no, fair play to Burton. They started fast. They get the ball up into the striker so quickly that it is very difficult for teams. I thought they did a good job of pressing in certain areas, and they made us uncomfortable. But I just thought that we should have played our game a bit earlier. Like, once we settled into it and we started popping it about, played football, we did alright in the first half then. Like, you know, I thought the midfielders, Wintle and Robertson, did a really good job defensively in the first half, tracking their runners and cutting out crosses and making tackles. I thought they were both very good defensively, but we just couldn't get them on the ball, really. Towards the end of the second half, we were good. Like, how it's not a penalty on Perry NG is just frankly bizarre. Like, it's just weird. Like, it's the most obvious penalty that you'll see all season. He cuts it back, chops it back. It's exactly like the Osho one. I forget what game it was now. Bradford, where he chops it back, and the defender just slides in and completely takes him out. Like, it's the most stonewall penalty. But whatever, you can't blame decisions because it is what it is. I thought the referee was actually pretty poor for both sides today. He was giving stuff, he was letting like quite physical challenges go, and then blowing up for the most inane, ridiculous ones. But I think Brian Barry Murphy gave him a bit of a rocket at half time. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe he just told them to be a bit cleaner and a bit clinical with their passing, because they came out like a house on fire. Alex Robertson scores 1-1. You think, right, we're good now. We're going to go and kick on and we'll be fine. We're very, very good, popping it about, in control. And I thought we were really in control with Kellyman, Robertson and Wintle. We were dominating the midfield and we were playing really well. Burton was starting to look tired. They make a couple of subs. Now, I say this, I will have to rewatch the game to really see. I've only seen it once, and it's difficult when it's like stressful and that. I feel like we lost control of the game. I feel like we lost our cutting edge when Kellyman went off through the middle, because he was really, really good as he grew into the game. And I feel like we lost control once Alex Robertson went off. But I don't, like I said, I'll have to rewatch that, so I'll have a clearer picture of that when I rewatch it in the morning and we see where we are with five things. But that's what it feels like. Joel Colwell gives you energy, gives you a lot off the ball, and I thought he did a good job by and large. But when we wanted to get that third goal, then we weren't able to find the quality or the composure in the little pockets of space and in the wide areas. It's one of them. Sometimes you gotta give Burton credit. They didn't give up. They came with a game plan. They stuck to it. They held in the game. They didn't concede a third once we got our second, and then they get that bit of luck, a deflection off the free kick, and it just falls into their path. It is a really, really fortunate goal, but they did well today. I thought Burton, they had a good plan and they put it up us. And first 20 minutes we struggled, grew into the game. I thought we were very, very good in the start of the second half, and then we lost control of the game. And ultimately, I think that's the story of the game. First 20 minutes we didn't get control. Last 20 minutes we gave them a bit of control, and we lost control. But look, there's going to be lots of twists and turns. I thought Mari Kellyman was good again. I thought Callum Robinson had a much better second half. I thought Alex Robertson was good off the ball in the first half, very good on the ball second half. So Chris Willock was excellent again, really. Just maybe once or twice could have, that final ball could have been a bit better. Not just from him, by the way. That was a story of our play today. Is that like the final ball or the final shot? We didn't quite have the clinical and the quality and the ruthlessness of the finishing that we've seen in recent games. We just didn't quite have it. But again, you know, you have the penalty. I'm not quite sure who would have taken it, because obviously Ruben was on penalties previously, but we should have had a penalty, which obviously changes it again, because we would have gone in at half time at 1-1. But these referees are so frustrating, man. And look, I didn't think he was particularly good for Burton either, but that penalty is like the most stone cold penalty you've seen. I saw a few people on Twitter saying that on the Burton commentary, even they were saying that it's a stone cold penalty. And like, you know, the club channels, they're always very biased to whatever club, and like that's obvious. It's just weird. Like, it's just weird. And we just didn't quite have the composure in the final areas, and is what it is, isn't it? I get it, because obviously Lincoln winning and I think Stockport won. It's disappointing. But there's 24 hours of the transfer window left. Back the manager is what I say. The manager knows what he wants, so give him what he wants, whatever that is. Whether it's just, if it's just a left back, then get him a left back. If he wants a left back and a striker, get him a left back and a striker. If he wants a goalkeeper, a winger, whatever, I don't care. Give it to him. Get him what he wants. I wouldn't be against, I've forgotten his name now off the top of my head, but I wouldn't be against sticking a little cheeky bid in for the Burton striker. I thought he was really good. Good physical striker, gives you a different option. Although I'd save the money for the summer and try and get Dominic Ballard, but that's just me. Look, I'm so fucking pissed off, and elements of our game just weren't good enough today. I think we had too many players who were just off it, just not quite as good as they have been. And I think being ruthless in the final third has kind of been an ongoing thing. We've just been very good at it the last few games, so we're still unbeaten for 9, I think it is, but it's dreadfully disappointing. But you've got to react, and the one thing you can say about this team is every time we've had a knockback, we have reacted. Now we have to react, get 3 points in the next game, and go again. We have to do that. There's no room for feeling sorry for ourselves, or you've got to just dust yourself down. You've got to forget about it now. It's gone, and you've got to go and make sure you win the next one. Just a bit nervy, but it's going to be nervy for the rest of the season unless we go on a mad run winning all our games. So here's what it is. Still top. We take it. We move on. Let's go. Thank you so much as always. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really, really helps me out a lot. And Cardiff City World tonight, 9 o'clock, for all the post-match reaction with the boys. Nice one!